How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? In this video, I'm going to teach you the difference between trading and investing. Yes, there is a major difference between the two, and I see a lot of people online and a lot of friends confusing the two or using the two interchangeably when there is actually a difference. What you see right now being drawn on to the screen, this is it. This sums up the difference between trading and investing. And we're going to dive further down into what this all means so you can understand. But let's start with some definitions. All right. So the very first definition, obviously, is going to be trading. So what is trading? Trading is jumping in and out of stocks within weeks, days, even minutes with the aim of short-term profits. The key word there is short-term. So what's investing? Investing, on the other hand, is having a long-term outlook. Investing is thinking in terms of years and often hold stocks through market ups and market downs. So it's all about timing. That's the difference between investing and trading. You're in the market for a long time, it's investing. You're in the market for a very short time, it's trading. Okay? So we're going to take a second to look at investing. Investing, you care about the business. You care about what the business does. You care about what it stands for, what the products and services is. You also care about the CEO. You care about the executive teams and who works for the business. You also care about the customers. You care about the market sentiment and what people think about the business. And of course, you care about the profits. You want to make sure the business is profitable and making money. That's the most important thing. Now, when it comes to trading, it's completely different. None of this matters at all. Doesn't matter about the business. Doesn't matter about the CEO. You don't care about the market sentiment. You don't even care if the business is profitable. None of that matters. There's only one thing that matters in trading, and that is technical analysis. That's all that matters. That's getting in or buying at a low point and then selling at a high point. That could be over the course of a month, a week, a day, minute, even seconds. That's all trading is. Getting in and out real quickly to make that short-term profit. All right? So let's talk about the difference between an investor and a trader. What are the key differences between the two? Because now you guys have a good understanding of the difference between investing and trading. But what's the difference of being an investor and being a trader? What are you doing? What are you looking for? What are you analyzing? Investors, it's all about buy and hold. That's Warren Buffett. Traders is having an exit plan. Investors is fundamental analysis. Traders looking at technical analysis. Investors, it's all about passively managed, and traders is actively managed. When you're trading, you are active in the market. When you're investing, you're buying and holding and staying passive. So let's talk about the pros and cons for investors, okay? Tax benefits. You don't sell, you don't pay taxes. You could make money off of a stock. It could appreciate for decades, and you don't pay taxes till you sell. You could also make money in your sleep. You don't have to do anything. You buy it, and the business makes you money. You get to sleep. And of course, everyone should know this, the power of compounding interest. You benefit from compounding interest, but there is a downfall. And the biggest downfall is market crashes. The market crashes, we enter a bear market. Can you have the emotional capacity to watch it go down? So what about traders' pros and cons? Traders, doesn't matter if the market's going up or down. You can make money on it. Market can go up or down, but you're paying taxes every year. You're paying income taxes, unlike investing where you don't pay any taxes till you sell because you're always selling as an investor, trader. And lastly, you could try to beat the market. That's the biggest thing with traders. If you could beat the market, but it's very hard. So let's jump over to the computer and look at some examples now. All right, so jumping over to TradingView, we're first going to look at if you want to trade, okay? If you want to trade a stock, Again, we don't care about the business at all. We're going to choose Etsy, and we're going to look at Etsy for both a trade and an investment. But right now, purely for the trade, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at the chart, you're looking at price movement, and you're looking at technical analysis. Here's some indicators. This is the the simple moving average over the past 200 days, and the blue line is the simple moving average over the past 100 days. Below here, we have volume. It also shows when earnings comes out. And then down here, this is the RSI. The RSI stands for, I can never remember what it stands for. We could look it up really quick. So if we scroll down, and these are all technical indicators that you could look at. All right, so let's see. The relative strength index. That's what RSI stands for. And we can look at these indicators to determine the price movement. So as of right now, Etsy has been skyrocketing. I bought into Etsy back at $45, right about here. My cousin also bought into it, and he's going to hate that I'm talking about this if he's watching this, but we both bought into it. It started to go down. He sold. I held on to mine, and I'm up over 100%, 150% in a little over 6 months. So I'm happy. He's miserable. But regardless, if we were to treat this like a trade, something really short term, and if we were to look right now, I would not buy this. I would possibly short it. I'd want to short the stock because I believe that it would go down. You can see from the chart alone, it is super overextended. Look how far away it is from the standard moving average. I keep saying standard, the simple moving average. It's very far away from both the 100 and 200. You want it to kind of chop, around the 100 and 200. And right here, the RSI, we could see it's above 70. If it's above 70, that's how we could tell this is very overextended. And we're coming up to earnings as well. Earnings is July 20th. So that's a couple weeks out. A lot of people may want to sell their positions because they don't want to hold it over earnings. A lot of traders don't like to hold over earnings because you could see you have these gaps happen with all of the earnings. So the worst thing is if you have a whole bunch, earning comes out, it's bad and it drops. They don't like that. So a lot of investors will sell before earnings. And you could see during earnings, before earnings, and every single one in this chart, the stock starts to go down because people are dumping their shares because they were able to ride up from one quarter to another or ride down, make their profit, and they want to get out before that. So this is how trading works. We could get into a much more advanced topic. I mean, this is just a couple of indicators. There's so many more indicators that you could look at, but this isn't teaching you how to read indicators. It's just showing you the difference between investing and trading. So let's jump over to the investing side. So we're going to use Seeking Alpha for investing, and looking at where the price is and looking at past prices. That's great and all, but I really don't care about that. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the financials. You're going to be living in the financials if you're an investor, all right? I'm going to look at right here, the income statement, the balance sheet, and the cash flow statement. And besides that, Etsy itself, we could, I know the product really well. You guys probably also know Etsy, the website. It's so all these boutique vendors could sell products online, almost like virtual craft shows is the best way that I would describe it. But here's what I want to see. Increase in revenue. Since 2015, all the way to December, it has tripled its revenue. That's good. I want to see that. Its gross profit, same deal. Its operating income going up. These are all directions I want to see. Its earnings per share. It's positive now and it's trending up. That's good. We could jump over to the balance sheet. we could take a look at their balance sheet. I'm not going to dive too far into this because, again, this video isn't to teach you to look at this stuff. It's just teaching you the difference. But I'd say the last important thing to look at with investing is its overview. And this is looking at all of the different metrics or ratios. So a big thing that I like to look at is its long-term debt. Whereas its debt to equity ratio, it's a little on the high side. It's 200%. But what about its cash flow? It has cash flow, positive cash flow. If we also look at its revenue growth, that's going up. Its price to book, a little on the high side, but that's not bad. Its PE ratio is very high right now. Its price to sales, all of these matter when it comes to investing. And this is all stuff you want to look at. You don't care so much about the standard, the simple moving average, or if earnings is coming up or not. Investing is, as long as this looks good, it is a company that I will invest in, and I will continue to put money in blindly with dollar cost averaging. So I just continue to buy no matter what's going on, whether it's going up or down. I am buying into it because I believe in the company. I think it's a strong company, and it is, and I will continue to invest in it. So on the investor side for Etsy, I would want to buy this. Even though it's overextended, I get that. It's overextended right now, and there might be some pullback, but that's okay because of dollar cost averaging. I'm going to continue to buy, whether it goes up or down, because 10 years out, I think it's going to be at a much higher price. Trading, on the other hand, I would not jump into Etsy for a short-term trade, or I at least wouldn't be bullish. If anything, I would want to short the stock, or maybe buy some put options for the stock to go down just because of how overextended it is. So now you can see the difference between trading and investing. A trader might say, I would never buy Etsy at this price. I'm going to short it. Meanwhile, an investor would say, yeah, I'm buying Etsy. So that's why it's so important knowing the difference between trading and investing, because people could have two completely different strategies, and you could have two completely different results because of that.